How you doing, boys and girls? Quick game to share with you, just for fun. This is a proper arse kicking in the Danish. Okay, my opponent's rated mid 1400s, like me, and we have b4e5, and it's the full Danish, so fully accepted. Bishop comes out. Oh no, it's not semi-accepted. Okay, now this is already inaccurate from Black's perspective. Actually, the computer doesn't mind it too much. The computer's giving actually equal at this point, but consider the fact that we've already given up, what, 2 pawns, okay? But the point is here that what Black's saying, and Black played that move in 1 second, right? You don't do that in a 5-minute game. So the idea is that he's going to be able to take with a discovered check, but of course you take here. You take here as white because you're capturing with tempo. The pawn's defended by the knight. The bishop is going to have to retreat, and if the bishop goes here, it's already basically a winning position for white. The obvious move is, obviously, we're taking advantage of the fact this bishop's pointing down at f7. You play queen d5, which is actually quite a common move in the Danish. And many lines that I'm realizing, and it's not always queen b3 behind the bishop. Sometimes in front of the bishop is right, particularly if you've got ideas like this. So queen blocks. Now you have to remember the next few moves. Okay, you can take the bishop. Queen will take here, and this looks quite unpleasant. Right, the queen is looking at the bishop. The queen has you in check. The queen is also looking at g2. So there's basically one move here, I believe, which is bishop to e2. If you block with the knight, you lose the bishop back. So there's no advantage there, right? So bishop e2 is +4. Knight to e2 is equal. And blocking with the bishop e3 is -2 in Black's favour. So you have to drop back with the bishop. Now Black here can capture on g2, okay, but then you've got queen takes c7, so it's not too bad. And queen takes c7 here, threatening to take the bishop, even if they take the rook, for example, and you just well up. Okay, so every line is +4 here for white. So knight comes out now, hitting my queen. And this was an utter blunder. I didn't see that he was attacking my queen in the game. Wow, wow, wow. And Black is now +9, but he missed it. He missed it. Okay, I have c7 here, potentially. And oh, you are joking me. This guy's mid 1400s and I castled. I didn't even notice that my queen was under attack, and neither did my... Oh my god, this is going to be like an ECG. The graph on this is going to be insane. Anyway, doesn't matter. You know, I'm not the one with the sore ass at the end of it. Okay, so now I move my queen. I move my queen. Oh dear. Anyway, so d6 is preparing to release his other bishop, and I play my bishop now to d3, targeting down on this corner, defended by the queen. So the whole point here is now, I've got 2 bishops, my opponent doesn't. We've got a nice wide open board. It's activity, activity, activity all the way. I need to keep the pressure on my opponent. I particularly, he's been able to castle, right? I don't want him to get his other rook in the game, okay? So queen now drops back, and now I have, good move, yeah, rook e1. Rook e1 now removes the e file. It's defended by my knight, and the queen is very short of squares. Queen shuffles off and hides in the corner, right? And now we've just got to apply the pressure. The queen flies across to g5 now. Bishop comes out to hit my knight. I defend with my other knight and pair my knights together. Right, I'm also getting closer to connecting my rooks. Probably want to get this bishop off the background. I'm thinking maybe bishop to b2 here, and then push this pawn, something like that. So anyway, so Black has pushed h6, hitting my queen. I need to keep my queen around this area. If it's his queen, I now kick the bish. First I check he hasn't got a dark square bishop. right, to take advantage of the weakness in the dark squares. He doesn't, so the bishop's going to have to retreat. Bishop goes back to here, now defended only by the knight. So I come in now, threatening his knight. He takes with the bishop here. Now, important point. I was ready for this. Okay, I was ready for this move. Now, pause and figure out what you would play as white. Okay. Now we have g takes f3. Right, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to mess up my own pawn structure. I don't want to remove the g pawn in front of my king. I don't want to create two, weak pawn islands there. So the move that I play is knight takes f6, and and he's in check. He's in check, and the queen is forked. So g takes is absolutely forced here, and now queen to g3 with a fork. Okay, king and bishop. Now, I knew he had this, but I knew I also had a pawn there. Okay, so there, and now again, white to play. What do I play? Again, I don't take the bishop. This is one of those things that you just get into the habit of saying to yourself in your own mind, okay, that bishop is pinned. That bishop's going nowhere, right? The minute this king wants to move and get out the pin, snap. Or queen takes, right? No worries. But is there something else? Well, there is. Bishop takes h6. Okay, eliminated another bishop. And now I'm also attacking his rook. And now I'm also controlling another square around that king. Rook moves. Now I grab the bishop. Okay, now it says forced mate in 12, I think, at that point. So I don't want to take the rook here. This is a rookie mistake, pardon the pun. Okay, when you've got rooks facing off, okay, on an open file, each of which is defended by its partner rook, okay, you don't want to be the one to blink and capture, because then your opponent recaptures and they control the open file. You don't want that to happen. You want them to take you. Now I control the open file, okay, so I'm +8 at this point. Brings his knight out, looking at my bishop, slide my bishop in with a tempo on the queen. Queen has to move, and up comes Gary. I'm threatening to capture here with a discovery, and then it'll be checkmate on the next turn. Okay, so he can't have that. Knight comes in. This is desperate measures now. Okay, g takes f6. Now the knight is pinned and under attack twice. So what can black do? Moves the king. Okay, so now the knight's actually defended twice. So do I want to take the knight? I probably don't really. Also, the king's attacking this bishop. So drop this bishop. I could have actually lost my bishop there, but he doesn't take it. He doesn't take it. My opponent's playing even worse than me. Okay. Drop my bishop back, save the bishop, again with tempo on the queen. He could take this pawn if he wanted to, but these bishops are now just going to be awesome. Okay. Slide across with check. Okay, it's all going to finish very soon. Okay. King comes in. What would you play here? Right, we're thinking pressure, pressure, pressure. Okay, queen h6. I'm threatening checkmate on the next turn. There's very, very little that black can do here. Black captures the pawn. I hit the queen, now owning this diagonal into the corner. So the queen's got nothing. If the queen stays anywhere on this diagonal, she is lost. She comes off the diagonal, checkmate, straight away. There you go. So, an excellent example of some attacking ideas there. Very front foot attacking ideas in the Danish. Less accurate on the defensive side, but that's something for me to work on. All right, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. See you later.